Okay, so in this video, I'd like to demonstrate the Excel JU portal application. For now, it's just an application which will allow staff to get approval from their managers when they want to come into work, and also provide information about when they come into work, both to their managers and to security through a SharePoint list. Okay, so first I'll go through the app in the Power App canvas. So initially the users come to this screen here. As you can see, we've captured information about the user using Office 365 connector. As you can see, it's been added here. This gives us information about the user and, more importantly, for the flow, who his manager is. So the user then clicks here. Here he's provided some options, further options. So the first option is to get the manager approval, which will just be a form which will initiate the approval process. Scan entry barcode will allow users to scan a 3D barcode, which will then send information to a SharePoint list and to security about their presence. View today's attendees will allow staff to view all their colleagues who will be coming into work. And then we have the approval status, which will show an overall view of the approvals, whether they're in pending, rejected, or approved state. Okay, first the user will click on Get Manager Approval to open up this screen. Again, we've captured all the information about the user above here already. So he just has to enter the date or the relevant information. And then he clicks on Submit Request. Once that's done, he's brought back to the previous screen. And what happens in the background is the information from there, as you can see, has been copied to a SharePoint list. The manager approval is gray now because we're waiting for the flow to start. The flow basically captures any new item which is entered in the SharePoint list here. So this record here, that update the item with changing the manager approval to pending. Should be done now. Yeah. And then it starts an approval process. Now, an approval process is a simple email that will be sent to the manager. In this example, I've used the created by email to bring it back to myself so I don't spam the manager during the test. But you'll see from the dynamic content, type manager, you find the manager there. Just this column here, so you've got the email address captured. Okay, so inside the details information, again, is the dynamic content from the new record that was just created. So it provides the manager information about the staff, when he wants to go in, how long for required, if it requires parking or not. And then comes down to the condition. So if a condition is yes, we come to an email is sent to the person who created the request, telling them information about the item and the subject, and basically saying the request was approved by the manager and if the manager made any comments. After this, the status is updated from pending to approved. If the manager declines, then again an email sent to the requester telling him the message was rejected, and again SharePoint list is updated here. Now, while this is a simple option to use here, I tend to instead use adaptive cards in Teams. So you can select an adaptive card here, capture the payload, use this dynamic content within the payload for the adaptive card. Okay. So coming back to the application. So now we'll go to scan and log. I can't show you here, but you'll see in the video at the end of the complete process on the mobile device. But basically, the user clicks on this button here, scan and log. A barcode scanner opens up and he has to scan one of these, or a barcode. These are two examples I have. So for the fifth floor, and when the staff member signs in. So if they scan this, information is stored inside this SharePoint list there about the user. The timestamp is there, and whether it's a sign in, the fifth floor, or a location, depending on the barcode. Okay. And part of the list as well, we have, or the options, we have the view today's attendees. So in here, it's basically capturing information from the SharePoint list. I've set some filters on it, so it's only showing today. So again, the staff members who are going to go in a particular day can see who is in there, how many people are in there. All of the people will be listed here. Then we have the approval status. Here again is just information captured from the SharePoint list. And we're using some galleries to separate the rejected, pending, and approval. Again, it's just to give an overview about the status of all the various requests which have been made. Okay, that's it. Okay, now we'll run through a video of the various options we have here. So once you've started the app, you need to give allow permissions to your camera. Here we'll try to click on plan work visit. First we'll get manager approval. Again, it's captured information from other parts of the screen. Set the date, duration, parking, and we submit. Now it brings us back here. So next we will try scan barcode. So again, all information once the users click on submit or scan log is sent to a SharePoint list to store the information. Click the button, scan the code, and again here the information sent to the SharePoint list. Okay, next we'll see view attendees or today's attendees. Again, filter in the list. It shows you who will be attending. You can refresh. And next we'll do approval status. So again, here it just shows you the status of all approval requests